Yeah, line 3. Go ahead. You're on the Savage Nation from MAL in Washington. What's on your mind, sir?
Yes, Michael. I can't tell you how much you made my night when you talked about expunging the Bible of the injunctions to kill for this sin or that sin. Because before you said all that, I already had rejoiced in thinking that we had reached the nadir of our culture with Bruce Degenerate. I said,
yes,
can't go any lower than that.
Well, right. Howard Stern's wig and Bruce Jenner's penis are in the same category as Obama's patriotism.
But I'm one of the members. I'm a member of the largest group you have in the religious Jewish community, Chabad. And so I look at things a little differently.
You are a Chabad member, and you didn't take umbrage with my suggestion that the calls for homicide should be expunged from the Old Testament?
No, I doubly rejoiced because I realized that...
Wow. No, I can't believe... I figured I lost my entire religious Jewish audience yesterday.
Well, you see, you don't have the mentality that we have in the Chabad community. The mentality that we have is when you say borders, language, and culture, we know that we came out of Egypt. Egypt was the lowest level of humanity that ever existed. And we had something that were called Mitzorim. Mitzorim means borders.
Oh, now, well, hold it. Now I'm going to get a lecture on something. Am I getting a slight migraine? Where are we going with this?
Since you were talking about expunging the Bible, the holiest book that ever was, the book that we never wrote, that no man ever wrote, but because of your anthropology background and you subscribe to cultural relativism, you think that it must be something that man made up. It can't be anything greater than that.
All right, so you're taking umbrage with my suggestion that the calls for homicide be written. You're actually taking the opposite view.
Right, and you know why? Because
you're a fanatic. I understand why. Because you're a robot and a fanatic.
No, because there's a prophecy that says that the Messiah will not come until the whole world turns to heresy. So here you have Michael Savage.
All right, here we go. Now the whole world's turning to heresy because I said take murder out of the Bible. Great. Yeah, well, why don't you hang me now? I'm a heretic. Hang me now because I said stop killing the homosexuals because they're getting it from the Quran. So I'm the bad guy or they're the bad guy?
You don't play the game. You can't make up the rules. Now, let me tell you about the Bible.
Oh, I can't make up the rules. So you want me to go out and kill gays? Is that what you're saying?
We would do that. The Jewish people didn't have any reformation, contrary to what you said. The Jewish people only had been expelled.
Now, wait a minute. Then why don't Orthodox Jews go out and kill adulterers?
The whole Holy Land wouldn't tolerate...
No, you have to answer the questions. You're telling me you want the Bible interpreted literally. Isn't that what you're saying? Because God wrote it?
Not to be interpreted literally.
I'm asking you to answer a question. Stop hocking me at Shinik like I'm some 13-year-old in a synagogue that you can beat up with a foul breath and garlic falling out of your pocket, with sponge cake falling out of your beard. Stop it already. Answer my question. Do you want to go out and kill adulterers because your God wrote it?
Because God is our creator and we have to answer to him. You don't, because you're a free thinker.
I just asked you a question. So then you're saying Chabadniks should kill adulterers?
I'm saying all Jews, because God commanded it, and the eternal covenant should do what God commands, don't you?
So you say then that you want to go out and kill adulterers. Is that what you're arguing?
Other things being equal, we would do it. We haven't been reformed. The Muslims...
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean things being equal? So you mean the fanatical Chabad organization would actually kill adulterers if they could?
The whole Jewish organization would do it, not just Chabad, because it's an eternal commandment from God.
So you believe in killing gays and you believe in killing adulterers? Are you kidding me?
I believe what God tells me as a commandment to do. You don't, because you're a free thinker. That's where you're going wrong.
So what stops you from killing adulterers?
Because we're not living in our country with other things being equal. We don't have the temple. We don't have everything around.
Oh, so in other words, when the great days return, you'll start killing adulterers and gays?
False. When the great days return, there won't be any sin any longer. People will see the right thing to do automatically because the knowledge of God will fill the world like the water covers the seabed.
So in other words, when Leviticus says a man or a woman that divineth by a ghost or a familiar spirit shall be put to death, you want to kill astrologers?
They won't exist in the time of the world's transformation to the Messianic era because they'll see the right thing to do automatically.
Well, that's an interesting logical shift. So when the world turns to the perfect place and is transformed to a perfect place, you won't have to kill adulterers and astrologers.
Won't be any because we go back to the times of Adam and Eve. It's all rectified.
Do you, as a listener of my show, although you're a religious man, so you can no longer listen to me now, right?
I can listen to you because I told you I rejoiced in what you said. It means we're coming into the era of the final redemption. The Messiah won't come until the world turns to heresy. So you have a Jew who doesn't play the game, but he makes up the rules, and he says we can't have our holy book. That couldn't be anything lower than that.
When did I say you can't have your holy book?
When you say we can take things out of it, or maybe even add things to it, we have in the book itself that says, by God, we cannot do that.
So you're no different than the fanatical Muslim. So the Orthodox Jew and the fanatical Muslim are one and the same. The only difference is the Muslim has the nerve to carry it out. You don't.
Because
why don't you just convert to Islam and do what you really want to do? Why don't you join ISIS and go kill gays and adulterers in Syria? You might be happier. You won't have to constrain yourself there in Brooklyn. I'll be right back.